Everybody, thought I would do Jasmine's tag. It's a beautiful day today, almost 50 degrees, and tomorrow it's supposed to be 50 again. Look, somebody put an apple on the campfire at the naughty bench. The strangeness, I just don't know about this generation and their proclivities. A couple of things to mention. Last night, I mentioned it on Facebook, I saw a fireball meteor at 1:30 in the morning, and it's been on the news today. It went over the northeastern Illinois and landed in Lake Michigan off the coast of Sheboygan. It was quite bright. I thought somebody was shining a flashlight through my bedroom window at first. My bed faces north and the windows, so I saw it. And like I said, at first I thought someone was shining a flashlight at me, and I started to panic a little bit. It all happened in a split second. So several thoughts raced through my mind that someone was shining a flashlight, and then I thought maybe it was Life Flight, because the hospital is straight north, and they have floodlights on it when it flies at night. And then I thought maybe some type of strobe light or searchlight. So I opened my eyes. Now look, there's a sign over there on that stump. It says save the date. Very strange. So I opened my eyes just in time to see a flicker of flashing sparks fall from the sky and then just fade out. And now it's all over the news today. It was a 3 to 5 foot meteor that fell. There was something else I was going to talk about too besides that. Now I can't think of what it is. I'll continue with Jasmine's tag. Do you wear a bathrobe after your bath? I'm wondering if Jasmine is asking this question because I wore a bathrobe in my impersonation of her. No, I do not wear a bathrobe after a bath. I have one, but I don't usually wear it. It usually just hangs in my closet. Question 2, am I a patient person? Oh, here comes people. Am I patient? Excuse me. I'm going to say, unlike Jasmine, I feel like I am not patient, but I feel like I'm getting possibly more patient with age. Question 3, the last time I ran. I want to say maybe in a few months. I used to jog quite a bit, and I loved it, but I haven't done it in a while now. This is very muddy going here. Hi. Stay here, Buster. Okay. I used to love to run and jog, especially at night. But I just haven't done it in a while. In a long time, actually. Well, it's hard to do it in the wintertime. Mountain hideaway or a beach house? This one's actually difficult for me. There was a time when I would say mountain hideaway right off the bat, because I love camping, I love pine trees, I love hiking, I love the terrain that is typical of most mountain places. But I love warmth now, and mountains can be kind of chilly. And I find being by the ocean, I don't like being on the ocean or in the ocean because it creeps me out, but I like being by the ocean. So I don't know. I'm torn on that one. I lean more towards the mountain hideaway, but I wouldn't turn my nose up at a beach house either. Then she wants to know about our beliefs and values. This is a difficult question. I mean, it's very broad. Beliefs and values. I guess at the core of it all, I mean, I was raised Catholic, but I don't attend Mass or anything anymore. I still pray, but I sometimes have an analytical mind that doubts that a supreme being can really exist and that life after death can really exist. We just don't have any proof of it, and it seems rather far-fetched. Oh, here comes a dog. Ooh, 2 dogs. Hi. They're very muddy too. Very muddy day to walk here. So, at the core of my belief system, I think, is more do unto others as you would have them do unto you, or whatever that phrase is. I just think you should try and be a good person. And that being good person, that's ambiguous. But trying to fulfill your life's goals without causing harm to anybody or anything else, undue harm, wishing the best for yourself and for others, pretty much that. Just hoping for the best, striving toward what is positive and healthy and happy has become my main belief system and value. And hoping that for everybody else as well. I am starting to lean very much toward the idea of becoming vegetarian, simply because I cannot, starting really not to be able to stand the idea of slaughtering an animal for myself to eat. And when you hear about some of the stories of the slaughterhouse and factory farming, it just really, it makes me want to give up meat and be vegetarian. I would like to live my life just trying to be, as I said, strive for the positive, for the helpful, for the healthful, and hoping that for everyone and everything else as well. Okay, those are all of Jasmine's questions. I cannot think of the other thing I wanted to talk about besides the Fireball. The Super Bowl was last night, and of course I watched. I didn't care either way. Neither team was the Bears. I didn't really care as a result either way. I wasn't too impressed with Lady Gaga. Modern music doesn't impress me anyway. So, and it seemed to be, I'm not a fan of hers and I don't listen to modern radio, but it seemed like all the songs she sang were all old songs. I don't know. The commercials were disappointing. They weren't innovative or excitingly abundant in special effects or humor. So I thought it was kind of a disappointment, the Super Bowl. So that's about all I have to say, I think. I don't want to make this last too long. Trying to think of what the other thing was I was going to talk about. It might have just been the Super Bowl. So I hope everybody's going to have a good week. We'll continue on our walk, and hopefully I can get him toweled off before we get in the car. And bye.